Hey everybody! Hey, we got a Team King Tristan. Hey Tristan, how you doing, man? Nice to see you. I always love it when you're on stream, man. How you doing? Hendy, Pershaw, Target, hello, Anna Tobes, Grace here, Toby. Grace here, Toby is in the house. How are you, dude? Right, let's get everything sorted out. Been playing around with a little bit of snow effects yesterday, so I've got snow all over the table, which probably needs to be cleared up. Right, we need to get rid of these. We can leave those out. Those two need to go in there. Yeah, how is everybody? Glad I was given a proper title. Bit. Bit? Bit? Right, let's get this sorted out. So yeah, the snow effect stuff has been quite fun. I think I did it reasonably well. We shall find out in due course. But we also have... Where's Eltharion? We also have Eltharion here, which is gorgeous. Right, let's turn the camera on. Doing all right. Had to go to a friend's wake yesterday up west, so I'm tired in the heart and body. But I have to tell you about betraying yourself. I'm not betraying myself. Why am I betraying myself? I'm not betraying myself. There's no betraying going on here. Oh, need to... There we go. Switch to that. Are we on Mega Zoom? I don't think we are. No. Okay. But we do have... So we've got two things I can show you. This is the first one. Let's just get that adjusted properly. There we go. So this is the first one. So my little shells have arrived. So I've got a little pot of tiny shells. Which is going to go really well. I'm going to put lots of tufts on these as well. So I'm going to have tufts and seaweed, which is going to be quite good. So this is part of my army painting video, which I'm going to do for YouTube, which is now nearly finished. So my shells have arrived. I've got 100 of these. They're only £2. It's quite good. Just ended up painting them blue. Deep down, Chris has always painted everything as... no, I'm not fucking called it. What? So that's the Idoneth colour scheme, which is really quick and easy to do. So I'm quite enjoying that. That looks really good when it's like on an army as well. And then there's enough room there to kind of stretch and spread into a more refined character work. I might need to do a better highlight on the black. I don't know. There is a highlight on that black, but you can't quite see it. Well, you kind of can see it. I don't know. Maybe it's all right. But yeah, so I've got loads of these little shells, which are cool. And then we're going to have some small tufts, some low tufts, and then some large seaweed, which will be quite cool. Then we've got Alpha. How nice is this model, by the way? How nice is this model? So there's Eltharion. He's on a... I've just lifted his base up a little bit because I like a bit more contour on bases. So he's absolutely lovely. And I was looking at him and I was like, well, maybe I can like subassemble the cape and everything. And honestly, I don't think you need to. he's really cool. Arms are great, yeah, because I primed everything before I glued the arms on. Because again, I was just wondering about subassembling. And then I was like, nah, it's fine. So I've glued the arms on, so everything will get primed. And I also had to just rub that back down again because I didn't quite make that join flat. So that is now flat. So which is all right because it's not really in view. So I'll reprime everything now, especially now that the base has dried with the little contouring down from the plastic card. Yeah. Doesn't have a body to get in the way. It's stunning. Like you can get access everywhere. You can get access. Look, you can even get access to the top of the inside of the cloak. It's insane. So I want to do the mountain like this. I want to do the massive hammer mountain. Well, actually, what I want to do is I want to try and get a 3D print of that and blow it up, and then put that kind of empty helmet on the mountain. I think that would look amazing. And then just cut out all the legs on the mountain and just have it like as a spirit. But yeah, how cool is he? He's proper nice. So we've got two of the Elven factions. I haven't got any Sylvaneth yet. I do want to pick up some Sylvaneth. Tristan, I don't know whether you've seen these, but I've got these two from the Underworlds because I won that box, so I want to try and get the the heads that I like, and these can be like the unit champions when I grab those. So that'd be quite cool. When I used to hate cow elves, just like elves. So the Ideneth and Eltharion. So this video will be up. I'll probably be able to get it finished for tomorrow. I don't have the tufts, but that's okay. I can kind of talk about the tufts in the video. And then also we got this little bad boy. So we're going to do a little bit of what heads, the Warden ones. Yeah, either the Wardens or the Blades. I like either the Wardens or the Blades. I can't remember which one you get more of. I think you get loads on the Wardens. I think... Oh, I don't know. Because these are supposed to be elites, aren't they? The hammers. So maybe the Blades are probably better on the hammers because they're a bit more of an elite, elaborate helmet. Because they've got that... They've got this sort of thing going on, haven't they? I mean, he's just so nice. He's so cool. So yeah, I've just decided to stop being quite so angry about things, Hendy, because ultimately, I oh my God, legend Tristan, legend, an absolute legend. This guy, he helped. So Tristan helped me out with my Tomb Kings loads. So Tristan was a legend with my Tomb Kings. So thank you, Tristan, for that. Also, I stole his idea and then made lots of money on YouTube out of it, which is fine. I didn't make lots of money at all. I don't know how many hits. I don't think it got that many views. Let's go and see how many. I think it got like 4,000, if that. Where's the Aspos? Where's the Aspo video? Everybody was watching my Tomb King stuff for a lot. Yeah, 3,000. So much money. Yeah. The part 1, the Tomb King army box history and everything, got like nearly 10,000 views, which was quite good. I was quite impressed with that. And I had lots of people dropping comments in the dropping messages in the comments saying, "Oh, I didn't realise you were the one who painted those ones in the book and stuff." So that was quite cool. And where was the other one? There was another one that really surprised me. Was it the Wood Elf? Yeah, the Wood Elf army rules. Me just reading through all the Wood Elf army rules got like 5,500 views, which was quite cool. Yeah, I did get quite excited about the Wood Elf army rules one though. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, all good. There we go. Back to the beginning. So much money, yeah, so much money. So yeah, that's obviously the blade. That's the easy one. That's the blade head, and then we'll just see what fits. So I'll probably grab a box of something over the weekend, maybe. Hey Shirato, how are you doing? I need to figure out so much mini painting. Have Grebo, Goblin Team, all the Monster Hunter boards. Chris is in his sell-out phase. No. I've just decided to accept the fact that I really like elves. So I'm just painting all my elves at the moment. It's just really cool. How big is that? It's actually about the same size. Just obviously chunkier because it's Hero. Well, wow. Look at that. It's actually the same size. There we go. It's maybe 2 millimeters taller. Huh. Interesting. So yeah, there we go. Anyway, but we are going to do some more on this guy today. We have some things to do on this guy because I took a photograph of him. Be painting a flying turtle. Now I can't see that happening. Thought I hated elves. Who on earth thought that I hated elves? I've never hated elves. Elves are amazing. Elves are awesome. I just got very cross about the Lumineth. ruining the elven look. Because it turned them more into cow elves. Yeah, what was I talking? Oh yes, so this I took a photograph of this and just broke it down so I could like have a little bit of a better look at it and everything. And there are some areas. So this knee pad here, we need to address and tidy up. The highlight is a little bit too low. It needs to be up tighter that way, like that. So it needs to be up tighter into there. So we're going to sort that out, and then we're also going to give all the highlights just one more coat over. Just to kind of increase opacity and sort out any kind of graining issues. Also, I think there's a little bit of room, we're talking like 0.5 millimeters here. There's a tiny bit of room to make this highlight a bit wider, because we have to put another highlight on top of this as well. If we get a really fine highlight, you're not going to see it particularly. So we're going to make the second highlight this second highlight just a little bit bigger, by like 0.5 millimeter. Why are you painting an ultramarine? Hey Sol, how are you doing? I turned away for a second and come back to seeing Chris working on his favourite faction. Picked up Terminators yesterday for a combat patrol bag. Nice! Mate, you were just talking about painting the cow mountain. You were painting the turtle by the end of the year. No, I was talking about a way of making the cow mountain cool. And that would be cut all the cow stuff off it and make it a walking shape of armor, a walking like animated armor with an invisible helmet like that. That's what I was saying. Yeah, right. Let's get some music on. Why am I painting an ultramarine? So I'm painting the heavy metal style and I'm painting the ultramarine because I thought it would be some really, really cool stuff for you all to see. Let's do. Now I have a heavy metal interview at the end of the month, and this is what I need to do for the application. Which is actually really interesting. It's quite a, because it's completely away from my normal painting style. But it's actually quite a relaxing painting style, because it's all just about brush control. It's not about like artistic decisions or anything. It's just about brush control. It's quite cool. Hey Whiskey, are you building Lumineth? I have built some Lumineth. And I'm very kindly getting sent some heads so that I can finish off these guys as well, and then I can put my colour scheme idea onto these two, and I'll probably pick up some wardens as well, because the wardens are cool. I like the wardens, and then that will go with the thralls and the reavers, and the eels, which I've got for the Ideneth. Tomb King Tristan was very, very kind and wrote me a Ideneth list, which is actually really awesome. It's got loads of eels in it as well. Yeah, we have built and primed or half primed this guy. Just built his base up a little bit, which is what all this putty is down at the bottom. It's got a layer of plastic card, which I've then just kind of chamfered off and blended in with some putty, plastic putty. Could probably use a little bit more here just to kind of blend that line off, which is going to be very difficult. This line here, that's going to be quite difficult to disguise even with some sand on top. So we'll probably kind of put a little bit more. In fact, we can do that now before we start painting. So we just want to, there we go. Just want to blend this edge in a little bit like that. So yeah, I mean this is flat out one of the nicest models in the AOS range, so it's always been one that has been on my painting list. There we go. Just to soften that off there. I might just put a bit there as well. Avian! What a legend! I will. Cheers, Avian. How are you doing, man? This is lazy man's milliput basically. Because you can do it. You can just squeeze it on and then do it with a brush like this. Roughly blend it in with a bit of water, and then let it dry. And then you don't have to mix any kind of two-part epoxy or anything. You can try and do supper. It's not even there anymore. I have learnt avian as well, and I have removed it. It found one. It found a supper, because occasionally it doesn't find them. It's really weird. It found a supper on a live stream I did about 2 months ago, and I got an email for it, and it was like, "We found this. The BBC have found it." I'm like, okay, because you just go into YouTube and you click remove section, and it just removes like 22 seconds of the stream, just deletes it out so that you can then monetize the video again. But it's just hilarious. It's just really funny. Herbalicious. How are you doing, Herbalicious? So yeah, that is Eltharion looking stunning. And I think if we just go to Discord, I think what I want to do, I think I'll just paint it like Andy. So I really like that colour scheme. The only thing I might do is shift the white to the kind of bluey grey that the Ideneth are, and then you get a kind of a link to the Ideneth as well. Needs more purple. It's got some purple on there. The gems are purple, but yeah, I think I might shift to that colour scheme, which would be quite cool. That's the plan. Herbs, how are you? Right, I need to get the recipes up. Recipe sheet. Recipe sheet. So I need Cantor Blue, Abaddon Black, Macragge and Calgar. There we go. Macragge and Calgar. These two. So yeah, that's the plan. And then when I get the, I might try. Well, I will. Once I get heads. I need the hammer as well. I need a big hammer head for that one as well. So once I get the head and the hammer head, I will paint these up. And like I say, I might just shift the armor to this kind of tone and then do that, but with gold rather than the silver. So you kind of get a little bit of tie-in between the two factions. That might be quite cool. Someone writing down their painting recipes. Well, it's the Eavy Metal painting recipe. So it's the actual painting recipe for the Eavy Metal. So I have to match as best I can. That's the whole point. Yeah. So this video is actually I've done fish shells for ages. Avian. But this video is coming out. The shells arrived today, so this video will come out probably over the weekend. It's just how I paint, how I'm painting the Ideneth. I think it's coming out quite well. So yeah, I've got to just finish off the base, and then we need some tufts and some seaweed, some tufts, some static grass tufts, and some static grass seaweed tufts to go on here just to finish it off. So that's the plan. It's going to be very, very flora heavy, the bases. eBay, £2. £2. They're really, really cool. And I just cut a like a finger hole. There we go. Cut a finger hole in the side there so that you can open it slightly easier. No crabs. I don't think you get crabs on that kit. Wet elves and ultramarines, what the heck is going on here? I've had wet elves for ages. How does? Anyway, yeah, I have an Ideneth army, pretty much all painted up. I was just trying to sort out the I was just trying to sort out the bases. I've had it for about 2 years. I've had the Idanet for about 2 years. And now I've just sorted out the basing. Tari, this is yours. Look, here we go. That's your shocker, Tari. Tari 2. Oh, I need to boot the. I need to kick the bot. Let's kick the bot. There we go. Bot is kicked. Bot is kicked. So yeah, just done Altharian as well. Right, let's get painting. So we need a 50-50. We need a 50-50 Calgar Macragge, just to touch up.
Yes, I'm a gatekeeper and a hater. I'm also God's favorite princess and the most interesting girl in the world.
You are the most interesting girl in the world, Tari. That is without dispute. That is without dispute. The bot at the moment doesn't pick up when I go live, so I have to sync it. So I just have to sync it. Hey Tobes, how you doing? Mr. Greyseer, how are you? Although you were already in here, so I don't really need to say hello to you. Where did that come from? Because it's solid. Where did what come from? Wait, what? What? Where did what come from? What have I missed? What have I missed? I need a little bit more Calgar blue in that. That's a tiny bit too dark. There we go. It's better. Right, it's on. Yes, it's the Shadowheart lady. It's the Shadowheart lady, which is basically a lady talking about Tari. Basically, it's a voice actor talking about Tari too. But yeah, Tari, I've had Idanet for ages. I just haven't. I think didn't you like my King, Achillean King? I did an Achillean King conversion out of the Dark Elf Dragon and turned it into a sea serpent. Right. You don't recall it? See if I've got a picture on my Instagram. I think I have. Pretty sure I've got a pic on my Instagram. Oh, there's Morathi. That's Old World Morathi, which I did for somebody was asking about. Where is it? Somewhere around here, I think. So there's the Idoneth. That's my Idoneth. I've just been trying to work out how to do their bases for ages. And I've figured out what I want to do with their bases now. And that's it. So that's the Idoneth there. Where's the dragon? I'm sure I put the dragon on. I've got Nighthorn as well, although I think I sent Herbs. Did you get that to Herbs? I think Herbs won that. I think that's gone to Herbs. Where's the... Maybe I didn't put it on. I thought I did. Oh, have you got that soul? Maybe I didn't put it on. Well, I'm very sorry, Tari. I thought it's definitely been on Twitter, though. Bum, 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 ba-dum, 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 bum. I forgot I painted an Abaddon. I forgot I painted an Abaddon. Right, let's get painting. Nice, Avian. Well, tonight, Avian, is Alien Romulus movie night as well. So if anybody hasn't seen Alien Romulus, tune in to movie night tonight. Move the microphone out of the way. I'm getting a bit of a shadow. So I'm just cutting into some of these highlights which just got a bit wobbly. Tristan, do you have a spare hammer? If you are sending stuff, have you got a spare hammer? Head. Please. You used axes? I didn't know they came with axes. Oh, you mean you swapped them out so that they had axes? That's cool. Yeah, that's actually quite a cool idea, isn't it? Because they would look cooler with axes, wouldn't they? What axes did he use? Oh, he used the White Lion ones. Ah. That's a really good idea. I like that idea. Because that was what I thought. Like all the other. Yeah, I was basically thinking like the High Elves from Old World needed to be represented in the Lumineth somehow, and I thought the White Lions would have been cool, but they didn't make the cut. Probably still go hammers though. Tagged you in Discord. Thank you. Why am I painting an Ultramarine? So at the end of the month, Tari 2, I have a interview for the Heavy Metal team, and this is the application process, I suppose. So it's basically replicating and showing that you can replicate a recipe. Hopefully not. I need to check exactly what I can stream. You will lose me painting Games Workshop, but I think I can still stream, just can't paint on stream. So I don't know whether I can't paint Games Workshop or I just can't paint full stop. But if I can't paint full stop, then I will do gaming streams. And if I just can't paint Games Workshop stuff, then I will paint like Star Wars or my 3D prints and stuff. It was mentioned in another interview. Which is fine. Well then, now I'm torn. Right, I would think the Games Workshop product would be a no-no. Yes, yeah, you can't paint. You can't. I can't stream painting Games Workshop products. That's an absolute definite. Yeah, you can kind of understand some of that. Right, did you link me in? Oh wow! Oh okay. Oh yeah. Oh, they do look right. They do look quite cool, don't they? Oh, you've got the same model as I have. Oops. Wrong one. You got the same model as I have with the Underworld one. Thanks in advance. You're welcome. You used the spike. Spike? Oh yeah, that's quite cool. Is that a hammer option? That hammer looks awesome. The spike hammer looks awesome. I like that one. Right. So yeah, that's. So what we've got to do is we've got to go back in with the Calgar blue after this and just hit all these highlights again. Just because they need to be a little bit more opaque and neat. Either a hammer or a spike. Oh. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. I did not know this. What the hell happened then? There we go. Either a hammer or a spike. There's the hammer. So they're the hammers. 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 Dude, they're really cool. Why would you use the hammers? Why would you... How many spikes do you get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, you get 5 hammers. 5 spikes. Do you not get a single-handed spike? They look way cool. Hang on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, you just get 5 spikes. Oh well, that's just it. I mean, I'll just use all the spikes. Although you only get 5, which is annoying. They're the little hammers, but you don't get little spikes. Awesome. Nice one. Nice one, Tristan. I did not know that. That's cool. You don't get whittle spikes. No whittle spikes for me. You're not allowed a whittle spike. But I want a whittle spike. No whittle spike for you. But I want a whittle spike. But I want a whittle spike. So very kindly and excitedly, do you have a spike that I can put on top of this dude, please? Oh, Tristan's a legend. Right, let's do this. So we're going to go back over all this. But spikes, should they point up or point down? I will check the whittle drawer. I don't want a whittle spike, I want a big spike. Can you check the big drawer? Oh my word. Whittle spike. I need to text you about the Ideneth list, Tristan. Chris apparently is a size queen. I want a big spike. Have you got Ideneth, Tristan? Or have you just got Lumineth? Oh, nice. Oh, sweet. Okay, that's cool. I was gonna say, was he on a Rob stream, but a 3 and a 2 wouldn't have made it quite, would it? Wouldn't have quite made it. Oh, sweet, dude. Proper cool. So yeah, just trying to add like, oh dear, battery Aziz. Give me a second. I was just in a little bit of a groove there. Battery Aziz. Yeah, I'll text you after stream, dude. It was a cool list though, I liked it. Because this is a manual lens, I don't need to change the focus every time I change the battery now. Because it just remembers. So this is the highlight here that I was trying to get tighter up against the recess. I think it would be great fun to run. Yeah, the Ideneth seem they seem like they've got like really cool rules, like the battle formation where you can jump back into reserves and everything feels really cool, and it's my kind of that's my kind of play style, like jumping around doing cool shit. But it doesn't seem to translate onto the table because they're performing really badly. In terms of tournament wins at least, but 3 and 2 is acceptably perfect. That's what you want, isn't it? 3 and 2. Now, oddly, the back of the model is where you have to absolutely nail all of this. Mainly because there's no gun across the middle of it. So they can turn around and look at the back of the model and see absolutely everything. What are you going to do with your Eltharion, Tristan? Have you got any conversion ideas for it? Hope he turns up soon. Pretty into the base model, might add a flowing ribbon or two. Yeah. Yeah. A flowing ribbon off this. Off that wrist might look quite cool. Hey Squeezel. How you doing, dude?
We can always build more killbots.
We could indeed always build more killbots. How are you doing, Target? Target's having a whale of a time on my stream at the moment with me painting these silly marines. Needs another sword through his chest. Whatever. Should it be a dwarven axe target? Let me guess. Ooh. A goblin spear would also be acceptable. Screw you.
Each year.
Goblin spear.
Little goblin.
Power Gladius in a pinch.
A power gladius.
Basically, we need to make that line thicker so we can highlight in the middle of it. Well, Thorin has the ghost powers and Tyrion at the moment has the plot armor. Do weapons work on Eltharion and Tyrion, or do you need the Ghostbusters? Hey Jet, how you doing, dude? Eltharion has the ghost powers. He does have ghost powers, doesn't he? Doesn't he have the? Does he have the Nighthaunt rules where you can't modify his save? supposed to edge highlight all that. Ethereal 3+. It's 250 points. Little Altharian is 250 points. I love it. For context, Mortarion in 40k is only 300 points. AOS has got insane point values, or point respect if you like Nagash is like 900 points. There's nothing in 40k that's like 900 points apart from a Warhound Titan. Do not discover my Warhound Titan. Yeah, 40k points of bonkers trick, they are. And honestly, I don't get it. If 40k points were more expensive, you would be able to have a much more controlled and varied approach to points. But like, a unit of 5 Chaos Legionnaires are 90 points. I don't know what the cheapest thing in AOS is. 10 Imperial Guard is 65 points in 40k. That was one of the things that I was hoping for in 10th, that they were going to put the points up for everything and you would have smaller armies. Because at the moment it's too easy to go, well, I want this, and this. Okay, cool, got them all. Now I can add more stuff on top. Whereas it should be, okay, well, I want these, but I can only afford this. So how do I make that work? And that point in list writing is much more fun than, okay, well, I'll take everything and then I'll add stuff as well. $80 points in AOS. Then you'd need less models, exactly. They started to do it in 9th. In 9th edition, when 9th edition came out, all the armies were like 20% smaller. And then as the edition went on, everything got cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. And then it kind of went away. But they started it in 9th. And it was really good for a bit. And then they just fucked it up. Yeah, but to counter that, Hendy, look at everybody's great pile of shame. We don't need help buying models. Arguably, we need help painting an army. Used to be 50 points, yeah. They were really cheap in 8th as well. You'd regularly have like 100 guardsmen and then 20 tanks as well. Back when guardsmen were the fastest thing in the game. They're not quite so silly fast anymore. Okay, so messy here. Why am I getting messy? Why am I starting to get messy? Yes, it does, yeah. Silver highlights on gold. My tactical squads were 300 points. Oh, how many points was a Land Raider? Like 700? But that was when we used to play like 1500 point games as well. Like 40k used to be 1500 point games. Back in like 2nd edition and 3rd edition. Wolves of the Sea army list. Is the Wolves of the Sea the Chaos one? Yeah, I've suddenly gone really chunky. Why have I suddenly gone really chunky?
What changes to old world list building would you make? Do you like the restrictive percentage system? Every amulet isn't 1,000 points of characters. He does seem very hero hammery. What was 6th ed? Was it 25% characters? Hey, at least we don't have manifestations in Old World. Infantry needs buffing first. In terms of output or defensiveness? Do they need to be more killy? I've played 2 games of Old World. I've played 1 game with my Tomb Kings and 1 game with my Dark Elves. Oh, those Vortex Spells, yeah, true. Yeah, Wood Elf list. A Wood Elf list with loads of Vortex Spells to keep your opponent in their deployment zone. And then just shoot them to shit. Is quite fun.
Moo. Just for the fun of it. Moo.
Hey, Purple.
Alice? Who the fuck is Alice?
Alice, we do have Atari in chat. We have the most interesting girl in the world in chat. How's work going, Alice? Every part of infantry, they are pretty much inviolable outside of certain uses. The fact men-at-arms and skellies are the best infantry in the game is sad.
Still no sound, and can't really stay. I just wanted to troll Christopher.
Oh, purples. Where the Endeavour? What, trolling me?
Atari 2. We do at some point have to put transfers on as well. I've got my transfers here. Here are all the transfers which I'm going to use. Based on one of the models on the Games Workshop website. Sent you the army building rules for 6, percentage based in, came in 7th. Oh really? I played 6th and I can't remember how army building worked in 6th. I played 5th a lot. Obviously 4th and 3rd. Yeah, I'll have a look in a sec. I was just doing that highlight. Oh, of course it was. Oh, of course it was. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I don't know how this is supposed to be a highlight for Ultramarines, but here we are. How long have we got until the American election? Is that November? A worthy endeavour, says the Tari. The Tari too says it's a worthy endeavour. A month, under 30 days, about 3 weeks. November the 5th, there we go. People can vote already. Yeah, I know the postal vote and stuff and everything is up. Mickey Mouse for president. I'm guessing Tom Cruise never actually ran then. Do one side.
want to run Huron Blackheart, but A, his model is out of print, and B, it sucks anyway. I need it as is for an EDH kit batch or a decent 3D print. Huron Blackheart. I mean, I could convert you one. It's probably too obvious to use Abaddon. Abaddon's a bit big. It's the guy with the flamer in his fist, right? Ends up looking so much like Tron, doesn't it, all this? Hey, Spike. I can get this highlight done. We can put the transfers on. Oh my god, we got an Eagles! Yo, Eagles, how you doing, man? Eagles. I'm glad you like the YouTube channel. I need to do... Got a couple of videos I want to do. I need to do the Rogue one. And I need to do I want to do a top 5 Necromancer. So top 5 abilities, top 5 changes. And then just a little bit more of a talk about everything, because the Necromancers are really fucking cool, mate. And they're getting a bit of stick at the moment. How are you? No, I've not had. So, and Caligon is still in the spare room. He is together and he's painted. There is an update video on my other YouTube for Ancaligon, but he's not finished painted. He has some paint on him, shall we say? Spike, how's your day going? Such a dumb highlight. This line is such a dumb highlight line. So far so good. I have to take the doggo and pussycat to the vet for that annual checkup. No! Coming along then. Yes, definitely coming along, Mr. Eagles. Definitely coming along, which is good fun. Have you logged into Pantheon at all, Eagles? The Necromancer hit 20. So that's just what I wanted to get to before I did like the feedback video, but then I haven't had time to pop on really. Been busy doing other things. And also VIP servers, nothing like champion servers, so it's not as enjoyable really. I think it was the 26th. Yeah, I think you've got one more week, haven't you? I think there's one more week, and then you basically just get to play forever. So as soon as you get to the 26th, that's it, you're in. I reckon Enchanter Necro will be quite a cool duo. The Necromancer is a lot of fun. And they're really good. I don't know whether they will quite take the place of the Rogue in terms of main, but they've definitely tipped the Dire Lord for the first ult. They'll wipe in December. I think they're going to wipe pretty soon as well, before EA as well, because they need some data. They need some data for equipment. Equipment drops. But honestly, the last wipe was actually really exciting. I quite like going back to. Quite like going back to 0, and to be honest, all my classes are going to go back to 0 pretty quickly anyway, because they're bringing out the new races. Although I can't be an elf necromancer, which I'm pissed off about. Oh, is that how you're going to do it? Is your buddy key going to be an extra account? That's quite clever. Because I haven't used mine yet. Rogue Necro. Yes, I need a Pocket Eagles. Another reason I need a Pocket Eagles. Pocket Eagles are awesome. As soon as guilds came in, I made my crypt as well. So I have Sarlor running around as in the crypt. You're pretty amazing at painting them. I'm just good at painting, Cookie. I'm just good at painting, dude. Give me anything to paint. Cheers, Cookie. Thanks, man. I am out of tea though, so I'm gonna have to go and make a cup of tea. Oh. Yeah, Eagles. I'm curious about that now because I haven't used my buddy code at all. I haven't used my buddy code. Yeah, that's the ultimate, isn't it, Tari? She's lunchtime here. Might have to go and make a cup of tea. Might have to go and make a cup of tea. Tristan can go and get some lunch. Tari can go and be queen and do her queenly duties for a few minutes, and then we'll come back and we'll try and match the other side to this side. It's looking pretty good though. 12:12, definitely tea time. Oh, it's 12:12, everybody. It's 12:12. You never stop being queen, Chris. I know, but you have like queenly duties, which like you kind of. I can imagine that like at least 5 minutes for an hour you don't have queenly duties that you need to do. You paint the back of miniatures. I have to paint the back of this miniature. So if I don't paint the back of this miniature, the back part is really easy for them to go. Oh, let's have a look at like brush control and stuff, because there's no massive thing right in front of it. So yeah, there we go. Right, very quickly going to go and make a cup of tea, and I will be right back, everybody. Ciao. Hey everybody, welcome back. Make sure I've got the right battery. There we go. Okay. Did anybody go and get some food? Did anybody go get some food? Your spaceman went for food and left you with his suit of paint. Yeah, just a suit. He's got no head, so he must be in there. His head's here, look. There's his head. We also have to do his backpack at some point as well, so we're going to have to start his backpack over the weekend. But I wanted to try and get this next highlight done across the whole model so I can put the transfers on. Because I want to try and get transfers on it. How's your good lady Eagles? Is she doing well? Very well, no issues. Excellent. Party time, excellent. See, I don't know whether I should do a spot highlight on this. It's a weird painting like Heavy Metal. Can you give me a quick rundown on what you think no EA will entail? Are all VLPs and Jump Up all combining? So right. As far as I know, they have the ability to open 100 servers. You are going to be server locked. Characters are going to be unique per server, so I could have 2 Sarlors on two different servers. We get to play from the 26th, we get to play all the way through to EA, and during that period they drop content regularly, like here's Eastern Plains, here's Silent Plains, here's blah blah blah, here's some more races. All the classes are in. They're not going to do druids or bards before EA. That's going to be an EA thing. The zones are Eastern Plains, Silent Plains, Wild's End, AVP, Thronefast. I think there's one more, and I'm forgetting it. There's 6. Can't remember what the third one, what the 6th one is. Wild's End, Eastern Plains. I can't remember what the 6th one is. Anyway, there's 6 zones that are being opened. The starting areas for races. There's going to be 6 races in there as well. So there's going to be humans, Darkmare, dwarfs, elves. Humans, Darkmare, dwarfs, elves, ogres, halflings. There's going to be 6 races in, and they're all going to have. They're not going to have.
Afternoon all.
What a legend! Hey, One Stop, how you doing, dude? They are all going to have specific starting zones, but not the starting zones for the end, for the release of the game, kind of thing. So they're all going to have different starting zones. For instance, elves in theory should start in Ferrothale, but they're going to start in Wild's End, I think, something like that. So they're going to start with the halflings, and they're all going to have like their little starting area and things. So there's going to be a lot of travelling and running and trying to meet up with friends or whatever. So you are going to be scattered around the continent as your starting zone, depending on what class you are, what race you are. There's no elf necro, which is shit. The servers at the moment, I think, are going to be combined after this season. So after this season, all the servers get crunched down, and all the VIPs and all the champions just get squashed onto one server, I believe. I think that's what has been said. So that's after, or at least be able to swap between some. So like the VIPs are no longer going to be separate, which is what they were trying to say. So I think there might still be the possibility of having 3 servers open, but all players will then be able to swap between all the servers until EA. And then when EA happens, there'll be another wipe, and then you have to pick your server and stay on it. No swapping. I think that's everything I can think of. How are you doing, Stu? What do you think? Just been sat here painting a heavy metal style ultramarine for lols. What's going on with the ankles? The model's not being pushed down, so it's got pins. It's an easy build kit, so it's got pins. It's got pegs. Look, it's got pegs that go into the thing. So I've just if I push it all the way in, then it's a bit difficult to highlight some things. Or well, it's not a bit difficult. It's more difficult to highlight something. It's not like it's difficult to. Looking forward, yes. You are welcome, dude. You are more than welcome. More than welcome to updates. We actually need that first highlight first. So yeah, Diablo is going to be probably a Dartmere Necro, seeing as I can't be an Elf Necro. Which then opens up the possibility of the Dire Lord being something different as well. But Sarlor's an Elf Rogue, 100%. Yeah, it's a click fit. It's like a... It's like a marine that they've just like batch cast a load of. I think it's the Storm model or something. Now, do we highlight that toe? Do we highlight around the toe? Yes, we do. Oh, mate! The Necro goes up to 40. The Ranger and the... in fact, I think the Necro might go up to 50. No, I think it is still 40. The Ranger and the Summoner go up to 40. In the next few weeks,
all the rest of the classes are going to slowly, individually get all theirs going up to 40 as well. I think EA is going to be 40 cap, but it might be a 50 cap. It'll be a 50 cap at some point, I am sure. So Charm they are trying to sort out. Charm is the next thing on the list, because the Necromancer gets Charm and the Chanter gets Charm, and they're trying to sort it out. I can't remember what it was that Dropper was saying was a problem, but there is an issue with trying to get Charm in. It took them a week of pretty much non-stop coding to try and figure out lull. So they finally got lull in as well, working properly as well. Because Necro Charm, I don't think it's going to be, from what they were saying, I don't think it's going to be like EQ Charm, where you charm something at a high level. Like in EverQuest, you could charm something at a high level and just have it as a pet for like 5 minutes, and then recast Charm. It doesn't sound like it's going to work like that. It's going to be much more. Much of a lower duration and also a higher diminishing returns. So if you charm it for like 2 minutes, the next time you recharm it, it's only going to last a minute. And the next time you recharm it, it might only last 20 seconds. So I don't think it's going to be quite as efficient, but even so, should be quite full. Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. And it works differently. It's quite. So this was the issue that they were trying to sort out. If you have 2 mobs, they were trying to sort out that you lull this one to pull this one, because lulling reduces its assist radius, so it reduces how much it can hear this one like screaming for help, whereas the monk one needs to lull this one as it pulls and stop it shouting further. So we now have two different lulls, if you like, for pulling. You have the monk one, where we are targeting the one that we want to pull, and it doesn't shout as far. It doesn't. Its assist radius is reduced, so it pulls single. And then you have the chanter one, where you have to lull everything that you don't want to come, and then their assist radius is reduced, and then you can pull the one that's left, sort of thing. So they finally sorted that out as well, which is the issue. I think from what I was gathering, the guy who does all the coding for combat had to write an extra command line basically into the game for that, which was quite cool. First time he did it, he got it wrong. He got it the wrong way around. But yeah, that's all done now. So lull is now in the game, and that was because the Necromancer as well. The Necromancer had Calm Undead. I'll just fuck that up. The Necromancer had Calm Undead. I need to stop talking while I'm painting. The Necromancer has Calm Undead, so they needed to sort out the lull for that as well. So they picked that time to do them both, which is quite good. You would end up pulling everything out of the air, but it just didn't work. So I need to think of a colour scheme for the keepers. Definitely going to redo them, feeling quite confident with my painting at the moment. Nice. Keepers paint up really well with the airbrush as well. I did blue to pink, I think, on my keepers. So I did a blue to pink fade. There's a video on my YouTube actually about painting the keeper skin. I use some scale colour paint for those. I have a YouTube. I do. I have two YouTubes. I have two YouTubes now. Two? Yeah. If you do exclamation mark Pantheon, I have live taps and backstabs, which is a YouTube channel for all my Pantheon stuff. You watched the latest Necro stream? No, I didn't actually. Fine, I'll try and be a good mod for a change. Cheers, Tari. No, I didn't watch that stream. I did? Wow. It's a massive chunky highlight, isn't it, that? Oh, Lotu. Yeah, she really liked my techniques video. thought they might have mentioned the Necromancer video. That was cool. Yeah, Tari's on senior mod duty today because Purpley's in a big meeting all day. Tari is it.
Hey, how you doing, dude?
How you doing?
I mute you for fun.
Yeah, there's fun parts of modding and then there's professional parts of modding, and never shall the two shall mix or something. Hey Mannerings, how you doing? Purely to keep you in line. Purely to keep you in line. Is this ultramarine for a commission? No, Turbs, it's not. It's not Herbs. I'll whisper it very, very quietly. I have a job interview for the heavy metal team, and this is part of the application. They ask you to paint a ultramarine to their recipe. Which is what I'm doing. So yeah, I've got 2 weeks to paint this. Which is actually proving to be rather relaxing. Because it's just paint lines. Yes, they sent the recipe for specifically this ultramarine, and they sent this ultramarine. So yeah. So I am trying to match. I'm using this one for reference. I'm trying to match that. Which I've just noticed I have painted the wrong part of the casing. So we can go back and address that now as well. Excuse me. The only bit that is silver is actually, this is going to take a couple of coats to cover up this silver. The only bit that's silver is that canister in the centre. And in fact all of this is also black. Although oddly that bit is silver, so we can leave that bit painted silver. So yeah, that is why I am painting an ultramarine herbs, not out of choice. That's the hope, Herbs. That's the hope. But, that will probably mean that streaming will then turn into a Pantheon streaming channel. But we will address that if we get there.
It's a miracle with the women. Almost every person I've dated has got engaged to the next person they've dated. Oh, poor Tobes. Right, let's do helmet.
So we're just going to go over all these highlights just to increase their opacity. Some of them are a little bit chalky and grainy. Yes, Tari, I have to take some of my other models, which is interesting because none of them are painted in the heavy metal style, because that's not how I paint. So, pretty sure the interview is with a painter, so it's more about seeing the brush control than the style. Where have you put your new coin, Tobes?
Yes. Yeah, totally. Like, it's been quite... It's quite weird painting like this, because you're fighting your... Like, this, there needs to be a highlight here. On that knee pad, there needs to be a highlight just there. And you're kind of fighting that... After painting in a different way for so long, you're like kind of fighting, like there just needs to be a highlight just there, and you're fighting that little need to go, oh, there's the highlight. So it's quite fun against the manager man thing. Like it. So
it's an interesting little, because I don't think I've ever painted like this, but it's an interesting style. It's an interesting, because it is a style, it's not like a technique or anything. It's just it's like techniques are just ways of putting paint on models. But as a style, it's quite releasing, if you like, because there's no artistic decisions to be made. Like when I was painting Lilith, I was trying to decide. Let me show you. I was trying to decide with Lilith how big this light volume here needs to be, like how big that highlight there needs to be, and also where on the leg it needs to be. Like, does it need to be there, or does it need to be there, or does it need to be like there and bigger, or does it need to be here and smaller? And therefore, then where these highlights then need to sit. So there's none of that on this. When you're doing this, all you do is you find a panel and you go, right, I'm going to edge highlight all that panel. So it's quite interesting. Well, I'm finding it quite interesting anyway. Nope, no whiskey. Nope. There are occasional ones, like there's a tiny volumetric shadow in there. Don't know whether you can see it. There's a tiny volumetric shadow in there. That's it. But probably 99% of the models don't. You might find some on certain characters. If you look at Specialist Game Studio, things like Necromunda, Old World, Lord of the Rings, things like that, occasionally you will see volumetric lighting in there because they have a slightly different painting style to the main studio. Like if you look at the what was the mouse train? There was a really nuts mouse train model that came out recently. That's, if you look at that model, that's all, or a lot of volumetric stuff. There's still edge highlights in there because they need to show off the models, but much less. No highlights on those. No, that's all just chunky edge spot. The only highlight you see on that is the light. There's no highlights on those. I've lost my reference picture. There he is. Yeah, we do need to. Just the studio light, yeah. I think it's post-attack. Is it post-attack in America? I think it's called post-attack. Yes, the recess. There is a bit of a recess shade occasionally down here. The same recess colour that they use on the thing. So it's just basically it's the same as that one there. I haven't done it on this one actually. But yeah, that little recess shade in there. No. Or blue coloured sticky substance. Yeah, it's a blue coloured tacky substance. Oh, you who does a patafix, that works well for this sort of things. A patafix. A patafix. Elephant booger. Amazing. That's their name.
Proves difficult to paint assembled. Do we highlight that? Yes. I need to go watch Smile this week. Or Smile 2, at least.
To put a new bullet counter, but it's not even remotely the same colour. Oh, really? That's interesting. Hello from Spain. Hey Juan, how you doing? Looks better, a little bit better on stream. On screen. Oh my word, that's a totally different colour. That's so bad. So I've got the old one. I've got the old Cantor blue. That's interesting. Because I've used the old Cantor blue on this model as well, so I've got a lot of old paints on this model. That's interesting. Hey Jem, how you doing? Wow, that's disappointing because the old Cantor blue was gorgeous. It was really dark. They stopped doing dark colours. Why have games workshop stopped doing dark colours? Dark colours are so cool. I have all the Games Workshop dark colours because they're really good for glazers. Just base my minis in a dark grey purple. I don't know why I'm so hyped about grey. Hey Tundra, how you doing? Is it a grey you use there? Is it a grey where? A dark grey can go a very long way in combination with other colours. Is it a grey? What? I mean, are you talking to me, Roseth? This isn't. Is this a grey? Oh, I suppose technically it's a grey. Fenrisian grey, this one. Technically, I suppose it's a grey. We do need to I'm going to go make some dinner in a little bit. Goodness. Pointer's annoying me. What have I done to his feet? Nothing at the moment. They need a highlight across the top. I haven't done this. I haven't done this highlight yet. They need a highlight across this toe bit here. Like that. Same on this side.
grey with a blue gradient. Is the style the DG likes? The DG? The Death Guard?
Yeah, this is the heavy metal style. So this is how the heavy metal team paint all their models. Still need to do that edge there. Right, let's do. Give the black another coat. Excuse me. Scared me. How you doing, dude? Right, very quick AFK. Just need a quick bio break. 2 seconds. Hey. So many highlights. For some reason, I missed that highlight down here. There we go. Sort that out now. Don't know where that highlight went. I don't know whether I've got one down the bottom there either. So the gold, Reichland Flesh, where's Reichland Flesh? This is 50-50. Have we got any of that coming out? Hey, Saxtus, how you doing? Saxy Toosey boy.
I need your clothes, your boots, and your motorcycle.
How are you, dude? How's everything going? Saxtus. Where is it? There it is. A bit of a snafu. Oh no! What's gone wrong? Yeah, it's good fun. It's actually good fun, dude. What do you think? My eye for details is not that great. Oh no. Now it's just the not so sensitive and the light stuff to go bookshelves, chairs, tables. I've moved all the sensitive stuff, my models, heavy stuff, books. Nice one, dude. Congrats. What's the new place like? Is it alright? You excited? A shadow in that front corner, but hey, that's what they do. Whew. Right, shall we go make a cup of tea? It's looking pretty good, isn't it? It's looking okay. Quite interesting, there's no glazing. Because if you were painting this normally, you'd do a couple of steps and then glaze everything together. But there's none of that. Not in this recipe. I think if you're doing higher level, so if you do it, this is for well, this seems to be for general intercessor, like mass, how to paint like general intercessors. If you were doing Calgar, I think you would probably like glaze a few of these layers together, highlights together, but not on this. Yeah, I've got a recipe sheet. Yeah, sent a recipe sheet and the model. It's broken down into that process of base coat, shade, chunky highlight. They call it a chunky highlight, don't they? That first edge highlight, and then edge highlight spot. So it's just broken down in that. And personally, I think this is currently better than most of the stuff that you see on the website. So we'll see what happens. I've gone quiet. Sorry, I'm a long way away from the microphone. Yeah, I think this is looking pretty good. I got a little bit heavy-handed with some of these highlights. These are a bit chunky. I need to kind of tighten those up a little bit on the back. But everything else is looking pretty good. I'll just do this highlight around this back. And I'm going to go make some food. What's everybody having for dinner tonight? Who's hurt you? Who's hurt me? How you doing, Ode? Now, I do need to go and find out what colour these are. I think they're black. And there is the battery gone, so definitely time to finish up. You just cut this, highlight that. That was a shocking highlight. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. I'll just quickly swap the batteries back over so you can see what we're doing. But this one won't have any battery left. So, we have... that's where we got to today. It's looking pretty good. We also edge highlighted all the hands as well, and the helmet on this as well. So I've got the metallics and the red lens to do on the helmet, and then this needs, to be fair, this needs to be painted black because that needs to be a different colour. That needs to be Rune Lord brass, which I don't have. So I need to pick up some Rune Lord brass in the next couple of weeks. Here we go. Right. Probably order something in when I finish in an hour. Nice. Tobes is getting dominoes. So yeah, I think I will finish the helmet tonight. I think so that I can glue the helmet on. So we've just got the lenses to do, which are. Quite a lot. Quite a lot of layers on the lenses. Quite a lot of layers to fit into that tiny lens. So we'll see how that goes. Right. I had an amazing chicken burger. Oh, I might have a chicken burger tonight. You know, I might have a chicken burger tonight. Ordered it into my new apartment. Worked from there today, so I could just dip out and fiddle some nice ones. Saxtoos. See you for Alien. Yes, for those of you who don't know, it is Alien Romulus tonight in movie night, so tune in for that. We've got 3 hours until Alien Romulus. I've now watched it about 8 times. I watched it 3 times when it came out at the cinema, and I got it on Amazon at the beginning of the week, so I've probably watched it another 4 or 5 times since then. So I will watch it again with you all tonight on movie night. So I will see you all then. Thanks very much, everybody, for hanging out. I think this is looking pretty good so far. Definitely some tweaks that I could have done, but yeah, really nice actually. Thank you very much, Saxtoos. Thanks. Cheers very much. Right, I will catch you all later. Is there anybody on? Let's go find out. Pass it to Always raid zombies. Chaos. Let's try somebody new. Let's try somebody new. There we go. Yeah, we always raid zombies. Zombies is always on. So we'll try retired 11B. And I will see you all tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Bye.